And that's the best thing. When the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Man qara'a harfan min kitabillah." Man qara'a harfan. Whoever read one letter. That's why I said Allah Ta'ala made the Quran Kareem as a special book. This promise is not from the Christian people. It's not from the Jews. It's not for them. It's only for the nation of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Yes, you need and you have to read the Quran because that's the word of Allah Ta'ala. If you want to pray to Allah, you need to memorize some Quran. But even though Allah Ta'ala tried to encourage you to read the Quran, you read one letter and you will get 10 blessings, 10 hasanat. And maybe Allah Ta'ala will give you more, to 700. And Allah Ta'ala multiplies maybe more than 700 to the one who loves. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. You read one letter. لا أقول ألف لام ميم حرف ولكن ألف حرف ولام حرف وميم حرف. Imagine if you read one para every day. If you read one page every day, is the thousands of a thousand of hasanat, mashallah ta'ala. And that's how, inshallah ta'ala, you will increase your hasanat. And the day of judgment, the currency, it's not the money, it's not the dollar, it's not a dirhams, it's not a dinar, it's the hasanat. So you have to be smart. You have to use your mind to work for your project, for your future, for the day of judgment. As much as you have from the hasanat, you will be, inshallah ta'ala, in the paradise. Yes, we sin every day, we do mistakes every day, but alhamdulillah, we have this great opportunity to remove the sayyi'at and to get more hasanat. Just read the Quran, inshallah ta'ala. حضور الملائكة. حضور الملائكة. When you read the Quran, the angels comes to listen to you. فرار الشياطين. When you read the Quran in the house of Allah or in your house, it's better to read it in your house, inshallah, just to throw the shayateen away from your house. When you read the Quran, especially in Surah Al-Baqarah, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, البيت الذي تقرأ فيه سورة البقرة لا يدخله الشيطان أو يفر منه الشيطان. In the house where you read, or the Surah Al-Baqarah will be recited, the shaitan runs away from it. So we need to throw the shayateen and the jinn from our houses. Because as astaghfirullah al-azim, in too many houses, we have music, we have the shayateen music, we have the shayateen's movies, and we don't, astaghfirullah, recite the Quran in our houses. No, we need to recite the Quran in our houses just to throw the shayateens from our houses, inshallah ta'ala. And in the Quran Kareem, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, there is too many surahs that if we read them, inshallah ta'ala, we will get more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ayatul Kursi. Allahu la ilaha illa hu al-hayyul qayyum. If you read it, inshallah ta'ala, after every fard salat, when you read Surah Ayatul Kursi, inshallah ta'ala, لم يمنعه من دخول الجنة إلا أن يموت. Ayatul Kursi after every fard salat, inshallah. Allah ta'ala will grant you the Jannah, inshallah rabbil alameen. Surah Al-Fatiha, the best surah in the Quran. As Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, أعظم سورة في القرآن سورة الفاتحة السبع المثاني. سورة الفاتحة. المعوذتين وسورة الإخلاص. You will قل هو الله أحد قل أعوذ برب الفلق قل أعوذ برب الناس. You will get the protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the devils, from the shayateen. And Surah Al-Kahf, if you read Surah Al-Kahf every Jum'ah, inshallah, you will get the nur from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from this Jum'ah until the next Jum'ah, inshallah. The light from Allah means the barakah, the blessing, the protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. استغفر الله العظيم إنه كان غفارا. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Yes, we have to read the Quran because that's the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But there is an adab. There is an adab of reading the Quran. Before we read the Quran, we have to follow some instructions. Because the book of Allah, the Quran Kareem, it's not a regular book, a normal book. That's Kitabullah, the word of Allah. لا يمسه إلا المطهرون. You cannot touch the Quran Kareem unless if you have the wudu. Al-Mutahharu is al-Muslim, al-Mu'min, and you have to make the wudu before you touch the Quran Kareem. So the first step that you should inshallah take before to make the wudu is al-Ikhlas. When you read the Quran, you have to read the Quran sincerely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not for showing off. You read the Quran because you love to read the Quran. You want to understand the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You want to know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded you to do. And as you know, when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was talking about the first people whom will be in the hellfire, they will be a Muslimin, unfortunately. They will be a Muslimin. One of them, the three of them, one of them, the first and the worst, is the one who used to read the Quran, but not sincerely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He used to read the Quran just to get, he wants the people to praise him, to say, MashaAllah, he has a beautiful voice. MashaAllah, he knows how to read the Quran. MashaAllah, he's the best qari, MashaAllah, Rabbil Alameen. If you have this evil intention, even if you memorize the whole Quran, even if you spend your life reading the Quran, you will get nothing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah ta'ala will tell his angels, take this person and throw him in the hellfire. Because whatever we do, all our actions, small actions, all big actions, MashaAllah Rabbil Alameen, it should be sincerely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Ikhlas. If you don't have the Ikhlas in your heart, in your actions will be invalid. The second one is the wudu. Before you touch the Quran, before you read the Quran, you need to make wudu. That's from the ta'zeem. We need to make ta'zeem al-Quran Kareem. That's a great book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The people before, the ulama, they used to make wudu just to speak about the Quran. They used to make wudu just to speak about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. What about the Quran? Yes, we need to make wudu before we touch it, inshallah, before we read it. We need, if we can, we need to sit. Before we read the Quran, we need to sit, inshallah, and face the Qibla to read the Quran. Al-isti'adatu wal-basmala. فإذا قرأت القرآن فاستعذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Because now you are going to read the Quran, so you seek protection from Allah Ta'ala, from the shaitan. Because once you read the Quran, the shaitan comes to you and tries to take your mind away from understanding or from concentration of the Quran Kareem. So say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم first. Seek refuge, protection from Allah Ta'ala, from the shaitan. Once you said it, that's it. The shaitan runs away, inshaAllah Ta'ala. Then you will have, inshaAllah Ta'ala, concentration, and you will, inshaAllah Ta'ala, be able to understand the word of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillah, by the name of Allah Azza wa Jal, I will read the Quran. Inshallah Ta'ala, we will have the blessing of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. عدم الإسراع في القراءة. Sometimes we just want to get the blessing from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and we need to finish the Quran. Some of us just read the Quran like really fast. That's not a reading of the Quran. No. If you read it faster, so you're not going to be able to understand it. Read it slowly. And think deeply about the meaning of the ayat. Because Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. Go slowly, read the word and try to understand it. Don't go so fast. تِلَاوَتُهُ يَوْمِيًّا. Try to make a promise, inshaAllah Ta'ala. When you wake up in the morning, you have to take breakfast, and the lunch, and the dinner, maybe snack in between. You have to go to work from 8 to 4, or from 5 to 5. So you make a schedule. So try to make a schedule, inshallah, a program every day to read whatever you can. If you can read one para, it's good. You can read one or half para, it's good. One juz one page, even one page. And the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he said, or the Sahabi Jalil Ibn Abbas, when he read the hadith, he said, the one who doesn't finish reading the Quran in 1 month, فَقَدْ هَجَرَ الْقُرْآنِ, is the one who neglects the Quran Kareem, is the one who flee from the Quran Kareem. So we need to read the Quran, and we try, inshallah, to finish it every month. And look back, just in Ramadan, mashallah ta'ala, we were competing each other to finish who's the one who will finish, inshallah, maybe 1 time or twice or 3 times in the Ramadan. So what about after Ramadan? Now we put the Quran astaghfirullah in our shelves? No, that's not right. We need to read the Quran, inshallah ta'ala, every day. And we need, inshallah ta'ala, like I said before, we need to think deeply about the meaning of the Quran. We need to get, inshallah, the book of translation, inshallah ta'ala. If you don't know any meaning, just ask, inshallah. Just ask. That's the word of Allah. That's the Quran. If you want your life to be light, if you want to get the light from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you need to understand the Quran al-Azim. And before, inshallah ta'ala, I finish, I just, inshallah, a small reminder, inshallah. As you know, the blessing of the Jum'ah, the Yawm al-Jum'ah, it's not just to come to pray with the Imam. You have to come early. This is the first. Second, you have to listen carefully to the khutbah. Al-khutbatu, al-istima' al-khutbah is fard. Salat al-Jumu'ah were 4 raka'at. And after 2 years or 3 years, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reduced it to 2 raka'at. But plus the khutbah. So you need to come and to listen to the khutbah carefully. And during the khutbah, you should not talk. You should not do any actions. You should not play with your beard. You should not play with your cell phones. You should not text in during the khutbah. As Rasulullah says, if you tell your brother, just please listen to the khatib, فَقَدْ لَغَى is the one who takes his mind away from concentration. فَقَدْ لَغَى وَمَنْ لَغَى فَلَا جُمُعَةَ لَهُ. The one who does that, he will lose the reward of Jumu'ah. Yes, he will get the blessing of prayer with the Imam, but the reward of the Jumu'ah, nobody knows it except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But we have the hadith. If you make wudu at home and you come inshallah to Jumu'ah and you pray 2 rak'ah and you sit, making dhikr, and you listen to the khatib carefully and you don't talk. I'm talking to the brothers here and the brothers in the second floor. You listen carefully to the khatib and you pray with him, you know the reward of it is a great prize. You will get forgiveness from Allah. From your Jumu'ah, from this Jumu'ah to the next Jumu'ah, inshallah, plus extra 3 days. It's 10 days of forgiveness, inshallah, Rabbil Alameen. We have to make ta'zim to Yawm al-Jumu'ah. Yawm al-Jumu'ah azim. So make wudu, try to come early, inshallah. Don't talk. Listen carefully to the khatib, inshallah ta'ala. Pray with the imam. Make dua, because the dua in the Jumu'ah, inshallah, will be acceptable. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار برحمتك يا عزيز يا غفار. اللهم وفقنا لتعظيم كتابك. اللهم وفقنا لتعظيم كتابك. اللهم وفقنا لحفظ كتابك. اللهم وفقنا لحفظ القرآن. اللهم وفقنا لترتيل القرآن أحسن ترتيل يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم يا أكرم الأكرمين، نسألك في هذا الوقت العظيم أن ترحمنا برحمتك. اللهم ارحمنا برحمتك. اللهم ارحمنا برحمتك. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين، وارحم موتانا وموتى المسلمين. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين. اللهم احفظ إخوة المسلمين في كل مكان. كن مع إخواننا في الصومال، كن مع إخواننا في الصومال، كن مع إخواننا في كل مكان. اللهم احقن دماء المسلمين في سوريا. اللهم احقن دماء المسلمين في ليبيا، واحقن دماء المسلمين في كل مكان يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار برحمتك يا عز يا غفار. أقول ما سمعتم وأستغفر الله لي ولكم وأقيم الصلاة.